Welcome to the Old Time Radio Westerns. I'm your host, Andrew Rhynes, and let's get into this episode. This episode is going to be The Lone Ranger. Original air date is February 26, 1945, and the title is The Horse Holder. Let's get into it.
A fiery horse for the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty hi-yo Silver, the Lone Ranger. With his faithful Indian companion Tonto, the masked rider of the plains led the fight for law and order in the early western United States. The stories of his strength and courage, his daring and resourcefulness have come down to us through the generations. And nowhere in the pages of history can one find a greater champion of justice. Return with us now to those thrilling days of yesteryear. From out of the past and the thundering hoofbeats of the great horse Silver, the Lone Ranger rides again.
Come on, Silver! Let's go, big fellow! I'll Silver!
The holdup went off according to schedule. That is, it did at the start. Jeff Meeker and his partners rode into the little town of Clearyville like any other group of cowhands coming to cash their paychecks. At first, they weren't noticed at all. There were plenty of punchers in town on Saturday afternoon. And Jeff, being the youngest and newest member of the gang, received instructions on how to be a horse holder.
Now remember, kid, your job is to wait here with the horses. And keep your eyes peeled.
I will.
You know, being horse holder is an important job. Because when me and the boys come out of this bank, we're going to come a-running. Now, you understand?
Sure, Trig, I know. I'll have the broncs ready.
Keep your nerve. You won't always be a horse holder. Al, Pete, let's go. I'm right behind you,
Jeff watched Trig Oliver, Al Lash, and Pete Slade as they sauntered casually into the bank. They were big, lean, hawk-eyed men with broad shoulders and cat-like strides. He waited for a moment that seemed like an hour. Waited for a sound he knew would come. The dull, coughing explosion of a .45. Instantly, Jeff swung the horses from the hitch rack and pointed their noses toward the street. Then he waited again, nerves taut, and found himself talking almost prayerfully.
Oh, please, come a-running, come a-running.
In the next split second, pandemonium broke loose.
Help Al with one of those sacks.
Yeah, I got it. Oh!
Freak, I can't. Quick, kid. Get him onto your bronc and ride. Pete and I'll cover for you.
What? All right.
That's it. Now, come on. We got to sweat leather. Take your spurs. Get up.
In the confusion of wild shouts and gunfire, no one in Clearyville saw or heard two men bring their horses to a sudden halt at one end of the street.
Oh, I didn't expect him to go into action so soon, Tonto.
That's what we do.
I should have warned every sheriff in this part of the country.
Tonto, get right.
No, wait a minute. Here they come.
Look, one horse carry two fellas.
Yes, but he's down. The horse is down and thrown both of them.
Other crook, get away.
Not if we can trail them steady. Hurry, Tonto. Come on, Silver.
Get him up, Scout.
They're heading west toward Mulehide Canyon. Faster, Silver.
Get him up,
faster.
Scout.
Pounding swiftly over the hard-panned flats and mesquite-covered slopes that led to Mulehide Canyon, the Lone Ranger and Tonto kept the fleeing outlaws in sight.
Use your gun, Tonto. Maybe the smell of flying lead will slow them down. I've got them cornered, Tonto. See? They're in a pocket, right by those chimney rocks. Oh! Be careful. This may be a trap. Now hold up back there. The only place they can be.
Me watch him.
Come out of there. They've got you covered. Well, that's strange.
You think maybe
I don't know, but we'll soon find out.
Kimasabi, them gone.
Yes, Tonto. They tricked us.
Oh, me not savvy.
Evidently, they know every inch of this canyon. Very simple now that we're behind the rocks. See? This trail that bears to the left. It's all in soft earth, so we couldn't hear their horses. This chimney forms a hood that hides it from any point on the other side of the rocks.
What we do?
Head back for Clearyville.
The lawman there catch one crook.
Yes, but he didn't look like a professional outlaw to me. Steady, big fella. I'd like to ask the sheriff some questions. Come on, Silver.
Get him up, Scout.
Jeff Meeker was no longer the official horse holder for the Trigg Oliver gang. His mount had been shot from under him, and he'd been captured. Now he stood in the sheriff's office and faced Frank Beals, the lawman.
What's your name, kid?
Does it make any difference?
Oh, hard case, huh? What's your name?
I don't remember.
Might be a good idea to remember that 3 men were killed in that bank job you and your pards just pulled.
What do you want me to say? You're dealing. I'll play whatever cards you hand me.
All right. The first thing I'm handing out is an iron cell. I'll start walking.
Long before sundown, the town of Clearyville was in an uproar. Groups of men gathered on the main street and exchanged heated, ominous talk. A short time later, they seemed to have reached an agreement. Sheriff Fred Beals, dry-lipped and nervous, watched them from the window of his office. He was so preoccupied, he didn't see the 2 horsemen who rode up the hitch rack at the rear of the jail. Consequently, he was off guard when a door opened suddenly.
What? Masked?
Don't reach for it, Sheriff. You're covered.
And a redskin.
Let me do the talking. We may be able to help you.
Help from outlaws?
The United States Marshal for this territory told me you might be hard to convince. Well, here's my identification.
Even if you have got me under your guns, you can't... Wait. What's a bullet? Yeah, a silver bullet.
That's right.
Then you must be... Oh, but you got here too late. A gang of outlaws held up the cattleman's bank this afternoon.
Yes, I know. Tonto and I were at the other end of the street. We saw it happen.
You were here? Then why didn't
we
you...
We weren't close enough to stop it. So we tried to pick up the trail of the men who got away.
Well, did you?
No, they doubled back and threw us off somewhere in Mulehide Canyon.
I got 2 of them. One's dead. The other's back there in a cell.
Is it the young boy?
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Not half as bad as the problem I'm going to have getting him out of here and over to the county seat at Benton.
You mean the mob that's starting to form outside?
Not that I blame him very much. This hyena and his pards killed 3 men at the bank.
Sheriff, may I talk to your prisoner?
Oh, yes, if you want to. Right through that door. There's only one cell.
Thanks. I'll be right back. Come over here a moment. I want to talk to you.
Masked. Say, how'd you ever...
Not afraid of me, are you?
No. I just thought I was the only out hooting here.
What's your name?
Why should I tell you?
You don't have to tell me.
Meeker's the name. Jeff Meeker.
Jeff, I saw the gunfight in the holdup.
So did a lot of other people.
You're not on any wanted list. This was your first robbery, wasn't it?
What if it was?
You didn't fire any shots. I don't believe you even carried a gun. You must have been the horse holder. Isn't that right? Most gangs have a boy about your age for that job.
Get out of here and let me alone. I'm getting along all right.
And it's generally true that the horse holder is the first one to get caught.
I said let me alone.
Jeff, I don't think you're half as tough as you pretend to be.
Well, I'll leave me alone.
All right, Jeff.
Mean little devil, ain't he?
No, Sheriff, I think he's more scared than anything else.
There's plenty of reason for it.
Where's Tonto, my Indian friend?
Oh, he went outside. Said he'd be back soon.
Tonto.
They're big mob on the street. Them make talk. Say them lynch outlaw.
I knew it. I knew there was lynch talk brewing.
What are you going to do, Sheriff?
Well, what can I do? I'm supposed to take that kid to the county seat in Benton.
Sheriff, most everybody in town is heading this way. They're going to take your prisoner to... Who's the masked hombre?
Never mind him. Go back out there and try to talk sense to those lynch-crazy cowpunchers.
Yeah, well, all right, Sheriff. But I'm telling you now, it won't do any good.
He's right. I've seen and heard too many lynch mobs.
You'll defend the jail, won't you, Sheriff?
Defend it? That's impossible. Once a mob gets started, it's like a herd of stampeding cattle.
You have the law on your side.
Law? What does that mean? Why put up a fight? More killing just to save a bank robber who'll hang anyway.
Maybe. But he's entitled to a fair trial.
Well, the only place he'll get it is in Benton, and I can't take him there.
Why?
There you, Sheriff. Right outside.
You want to know why? That's why. That mob of bloodthirsty critters right out there.
Can't you deputize some of them and hold off the rest?
No, they'd drill me if I even mentioned it.
And what are you going to do? You're the law.
Nothing can stop him now.
Not anymore, I'm not. I quit. I've got a wife and 2 kids to think about. There's the badge, the gun, the keys.
Oh, wait a minute, Sheriff. Make me a deputy. I'll take your prisoner to Benton.
Yeah, the badge is there. You or anybody else can have it. I'm getting out that back door.
Where's the other man, Tonto?
Him go with Lawman.
Hand me those keys.
Here.
Say, I can hear a mob outside. Does that mean...
I need your help, Jeff.
You need me?
I've got to get you out of here and into the territorial prison at Benton.
You want me to help put myself in another jail?
You'll be safe there. Or would you rather take a chance with that mob outside?
Well, this don't make sense. You must be an outlaw.
Forget that. We're going to get to Benton. I'll have to trust you quite a bit. Well, how about it?
Well, I'll do anything you say.
Good. We'll have to move fast. Over there on a hook are some chaps in a brown leather shirt. Put them on instead of the ones you're wearing.
Change clothes? I
Don't ask questions. Hurry. Mob getting any bigger, Tonto?
Plenty more, fellows. And them got rope.
Yes, I know. That means we'll have to... Tonto, go into the back room and put on the clothes that Jeff Meeker takes off.
Lucky him, big feller.
And sneak out to the stable and get a horse. Wait there until I signal you.
How to do it?
These duds don't fit very well.
They'll serve the purpose. Hurry, Tonto. Here, Jeff. I want you to pin this deputy star on your shirt.
You mean I'm going to be
And here's the gun the sheriff left. Remember, Jeff, I'm trusting you.
I don't know why you're doing it. But I won't forget.
Now, pin that badge up high so it can be seen. No, like this. Now, come on. We're going outside.
In front of them lynchers?
Come on, Jeff.
That ain't Sheriff Fields. He's wearing a mask.
An outlaw. He's wearing a sheriff's badge.
Who's that other hombre?
Hey, where's the sheriff?
I'm the sheriff for the time being.
We want the murderer you've got locked up inside.
He's in the hands of the law.
We're the law when it comes to coyotes like him. He's nothing but a bluffing owl hoot. Let's rush him.
Now, wait. Hold it. I'm warning all of you. One step further and I'll shoot.
So we. Break out your hardware, boys, and drill that out.
Down, Jeff. Stay down. Don't use that gun. I'll take care of the shooting.
curtain falls on the first act of our Lone Ranger story. Before the next exciting scenes, please permit us to pause for just a few moments. Now to continue our story. Partially concealed and shielded by a low wooden railing in front of the jail, the Lone Ranger and Jeff Meeker knew their protection couldn't last long. The masked man's answering shots were aimed high above the heads of the crowd.
You're aiming too high.
Yes, I know it.
What's the idea? Ain't they doing their best to kill us? You let me open up, maybe
No, Jeff, wait. I can scare one of the leaders. The rest of them will quit.
Oh, my head!
They're not hurt. That's no more than a scratch. Now hold your fire. Hold your fire, all of you.
Whoever he is, the varmint can really sling lead.
Keep those guns in leather. None of us will get hurt.
You better talk fast. Can't fool him much longer.
We won't have to. I just signaled Tonto.
You mean the Indian? What's he got to do with it?
Listen.
Get him up! Get him up! Look! That critter getting away on the horse. Ain't he the one we want? Yes, sir. Wait a minute. This hombre in the mask, wearing the sheriff's badge. He talks too easy and shoots too slick. Maybe it's some kind of a trick.
You think the bank robber is still in jail? Here are the keys. Go in and find him.
Listen, stranger. I, for one, don't like the high-handed way you're talking. I don't think you're the sheriff, and I don't think the hombre who rode away is the kid we're going to lynch.
There are the keys to the jail. You can come in and look for him, or you can trail the man who rode away.
He headed for the south trail.
We could cut him off at the canyon.
Come on, let's ride. Let's get a horse.
They're really breaking up.
Yes, so far so good. But it isn't far enough. The mob can change his mind for little or no reason.
What are we
See
gonna
that
do?
white stallion in the paint tied to the hitch rack?
Yeah.
We'll walk over there and mount, but not fast enough to attract attention. Now, come on.
What'll that mob do when they catch up to your Indian friend and find out it's not me?
I don't think they'll ever catch him. Steady, big fella. You ride the paint, Jeff.
They'll see us leave.
By that time, we'll have a head start. A good head start. Come on, Silver.
Get up, come on, get up!
Look at that! The masked gent who claims he's the sheriff is hightailing it. It's a trick. They threw us off. We can beat them. We'll split the posse and follow both trails. Come on.
As the angry citizens of Clearyville prepared to form a double posse, Trig Oliver and Pete Slade watched them from the shelter of a vacant building nearby.
I can't figure it out. That's the same masked critter who trailed us to the canyon.
Yeah, but he had a redskin with him.
Now, when we circled back to break the kid out of jail, he's telling these yokels he's the sheriff.
Lawmen don't wear masks.
That's right. Must be a freebooter. And he and Jeff lit out for the South Trail, towards Benton.
Whoever he is, we'd better get the kid out of his hands. Jeff's nothing but a horse holder, a green kid. And if...
If they're headed for Benton, we can waylay them at Dover. Come on.
Oh, Silver.
Whoa.
Steady, easy, big fella.
What are we stopping here for?
We have to split up, Jeff. Can't take a chance on the posse overtaking us. Now, there's a little town called Dover, about a quarter mile ahead. You can walk that far.
I don't understand.
First, I want to ask you some questions. Where's your home, Jeff?
Haven't got one. There aren't any folks either. Mother died a long time ago. Dad got shot for stealing beef.
Where have you been living?
Just drifting, mostly. Then I met Trigg and Pete and Al. They needed a horse holder, so...
You became an outlaw.
Ain't that what you are? Hombres like us have got to keep running.
No, we don't. Any outlaw can stop running away, square himself with the law, and get a new start.
Yeah. At the end of a rope.
Not necessarily. Your chance is better than coughing your life out in the dust, like the man who was riding with you when the sheriff shot your horse.
Well, I don't know.
Jeff, even though you are an outlaw, I think you're the kind of boy who pays his debts.
Well, I am. I guess you mean I owe you something for sneaking away from that mob in Clearyville. I haven't got any money, mister, but if you want something done, I'll do it.
Good. All I want is a promise.
From me?
Your word that you'll walk into Dover, catch the stage from there to Benton, and report to the warden of Territorial Prison.
What? You mean turn myself over to the law?
Yes, I know the warden. I'll explain your case to him. The fact that you report of your own free will might mean a lighter sentence.
But I'm an outlaw. So are you. Giving myself up don't make sense.
Didn't you say you paid your debts?
Well, All right, I'll do it.
Good.
I can't figure you out. How do you know I'll go all the way to Benton alone?
Because you promised you will.
And you believe me?
Anybody who pays their debts will keep a promise.
Well, I'll be doggone.
Will you shake on it, Jeff?
Well, sure. Sure I will. Well, I guess it's time for me to be moving. Will I see you again?
Maybe. Good luck, Jeff. All right, Scout. Come on, Silver.
Maybe I'm loco, but I'm stringing along with that masked man. He's the first man I ever saw who trusts an outlaw.
No sign of him yet, Trigg.
This town's on the main south trail. They ought to be Hey, wait. What's this coming?
Benton stage just pulling in. It's a cinch they're not riding that.
They wouldn't. Hey, look.
What do you mean?
Ain't that the kid climbing into the stage?
What? Well, he's alone. What happened to the masked critter?
What do we care? Come on, leave the horses here. We're riding that stage, too.
Silver. Go now. Ho, Silver. Ho, Scott. Tonto.
Keep us happy. We wait here in camp long time. You bring Scout.
Yes, Tonto. Run up. We've got some more riding to do.
Where young fella go?
I think he's on the stage heading for Benton. What happened to the posse that trailed you?
Me lose him plenty fast. Come back here.
Good. We'll cut back to Dover, follow the stage from there.
You not trust young fella?
Yes, I do, Kemosabe. I want to see the warden at the prison as soon as possible.
Oh.
Come on, Silver.
Get him up, Scout.
There's a slick getaway you made, Jeff. Who was the owl hoot with the mask?
Oh, I don't know. I never saw him before.
Me and Trigg come back to break you out of jail, but he beat us to it.
He saved my life. That mob would have strung me up.
He saved you. Why? That's what I can't figure out.
So I'd keep a promise.
Yeah? You're lucky there's crazy outlaws like him running around. Pete and I hid the money from the bank job. We'll grab some fresh broncs in Benton, ride back and get it.
Not me, Trigg. I'm not going with you.
Maybe our horse holder's got other plans, Trigg.
I have. I'm going to report to the warden at the prison. Give myself up.
What? You gone loco?
I told you I made a promise to that masked man.
If the law gets him, Trigg, he'll talk. That means
I know what it means.
You needn't worry. I won't mention your names or tell the law.
You won't be able to, you double-crossing little coyote.
That gun won't make any difference, Trigg. I'm still going to...
Tell the driver to stop the coach, Pete. We're getting out right here. All three of us.
Yeah.
Hey, driver! Driver!
Yeah?
Pull up!
Off there.
Tell him to wait a few minutes, Pete. Me and our ex-horse holder are going for a little walk back along the trail.
Yeah.
And the job won't take long. All right, kid. Open that door and climb out.
Well,
Shut up and get moving. Now walk. As soon as we get back to those trees, I'm going to... Wait a minute. Let these riders go past. One peep out of you and...
Trick! It's the same masked
Shut up!
Hello, Jeff.
I kept my promise. I mean, I tried to,
One
but...
more word out of you and I'll...
Do what?
blast the sneaking little...
Yes.
Oh, my leg! Pete, open up, buddy! Oh, wait! Hold your fire! I dropped my gun!
Get your hands up, both of you.
Stop shooting!
Golly, I've seen some pretty fast shooting, mister, but you top 'em all.
Steady, big fella. I'll ride in the coach with you, Jeff. The warden's going to have 3 prisoners instead of 1.
Listen, we ain't hurt you.
Get back in the coach. Move!
How about your Indian friend?
Tonto will follow us with the horses. All right, driver. Let's go.
Get up there.
Get him up, Tonto. Come on.
It was less than an hour later when the Benton stagecoach, under orders from the Lone Ranger, pulled up in front of Territorial Prison.
Hold there. Hold there.
This is as far as we go. Climb out.
Oh, my leg.
Now, right up those steps. I'm sure the warden saw us pull up, and he ought to be ready for us. What the? Some prisoners for you, Warden. Bank robbers from Clearyville.
Bank robbers, huh?
Yes. You'll receive papers on them in a few days. Later on, I want to talk to you about Jeff here.
Sure. I'll lock them all up for the time being.
Good. Well, adios, Jeff.
Wait a minute. I want to talk to you.
Yes? What is it?
I still can't figure out everything that's happened, but I want you to know that I'm going to stand trial. And whatever the verdict is, I'll face it square, just like you said.
Good. I knew you'd made up your mind that way, whether you told me about it or not.
What? Well, how could you know?
You gave me your word.
What good's that? The word of a kid horse holder.
You're not a horse holder anymore, Jeff. You're a real man now whom anybody can trust. And I'm sure the warden will agree with me. Well, adios.
You're lucky to have a friend like that, kid.
Yeah. But I don't even know his name.
That's easy. He's the Lone Ranger.
Get him up, Scout. Oh, Silver. Ahoy!
The story you have just heard is a copyrighted feature of the Lone Ranger Incorporated.
This has been a presentation of OTRWesterns.com, and we hope you enjoyed. Please take some time to like and rate our shows in your favorite podcast application. Follow us on Facebook by going to OTRWesterns.com/Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel by going to OTRWesterns.com/YouTube. And send us an email, podcast@OTRWesterns.com. You can call and leave us a voicemail, 707-986-8739. This episode is copyright under the Attribution Non-Commercial Share-alike copyright. For more information, go to OTRWesterns.com/copyright. Have a great day, and thanks for listening.